Wilson to throw right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Mixon with a first down carry. He gets away from one. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Harrison Bunker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
On second down, Wilson. Caught left side, Williams. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Wilson. That is caught. On the move past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Atkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point up and good by Shudak, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Yellow. Hey, yellow, hey, go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. The Chiefs at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
Tackle made there by Drew Sanders. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he will have a Chiefs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But you look at this Bronco defense, and they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Hey, 57. Let's go.
Mahomes now to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Sunday.
They'll send Brown in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. He's got room to roam. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full-headed steamboat in them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. And when you've got the 31st ranked rush offense in the NFL, you're going to see a few of these negative plays.
Yeah, and I don't want to be snarky about the whole thing, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. We've seen a bunch of those this season.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They'll get a nice chunk there in the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Kevin Byard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the reception. It was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, brought someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
But we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mixon will get it to start the 2nd half. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
The throw over the middle taken in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Tony. Finding room at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 27 yards there, 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Hey, 43.
Going in motion left, that's Campbell. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert powering up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jaden Reed, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends it. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Well, more problems defensively. The face mask adds 15 yards.
And this has really been an undisciplined team. We've seen them make a lot of mistakes similar to this. It's a big reason why they're down so big on the scoreboard.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Brown goes in motion left. Here's a give to Herbert. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Mahomes to throw on second down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A give left side here for Herbert. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. What's that?
Now here's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the 2nd half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Here's Wilson. Man open left side. It's Williams. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Wilson on second down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, the field goal is probably going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
43! 43!
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And they're going to speed things up here.
15. Right, rip left.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, ball down in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes left side. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter. We look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. In motion right is Brown. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He's got room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Well, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. In motion right goes Reed. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
15.
Brown the motion man right.
Come back. Attack.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is caught. Well, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that... And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10. And now here's another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can go a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said